Hi guys, so I am going to work on a little bit of a Halloween look and it's not super complicated. Honestly, for the most part, it involves 2 or 3 products. So the first is Cherry Pie Enduring Lip Color. And the second is, come on open, our Botanical Foundation in Porcelain. Now, if you've heard me talk about our foundation, these are the current 16 shades, but this color right here was actually a custom formula for a movie. So I'm going to be using the actual product that was used on the film, which is kind of exciting. So the image that I'm going to be working off of, let me get it back up and show you. Queen Amidala. Obviously I don't have the headdress or the costume, but when you look at it, you see that it's a pretty simple makeup. Red lip, red dots, and the white foundation is porcelain. So we're going to be using that, and we're going to be recreating this look a little bit. And then the other product I'm going to be using is a little bit of shadow around the eyes and the eyebrows to recreate that effect, and probably a drop of mascara because we don't want to look like we don't have eyes. So to start with, of course, I need my foundation primer, and I use my one and only favorite. For setting, I will be using the Oil Strike because I want it to have a little bit more of a matte finish. I don't want to be using anything too complicated. And what I'm going to do is, oh, there's my spatula. I'm just going to scrape some of the foundation and put it on this palette to work from, so I'm not working out of. So I'm taking more than I normally would for a full face application, probably twice as much as I would, because I really want full coverage. And I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender. But to start with, I'm going to use a foundation brush just to really get product on the skin. And I'm not worried about blending it in because I want it opaque. And the reason I say this is super simple is because I am not going through the steps that I would normally be going through if I was actually doing like a full character makeup on somebody. This is the quick, easy way to like get your kid ready for Halloween, get yourself out the door for Halloween. And I'm going over my eyebrows a little because I want to cancel them out a little bit. Make sure you get it there in the hairline. I can go into my brows a little bit more because, like I said, I'm going to go back into them with some powder. We're already getting there. This would probably be another good color for, say, Mime. I need my lips too. Joker, clown, anything with like a white face. And I would normally carry it down, but to make our life easy, we're gonna start with, where's my beauty blender? Just the face to show you a basic look. Get up in that hairline. Because if you have a little girl that's doing this look, because Star Wars is one of those costumes that you see every year, and depending on where you're at in the series or which one's your favorite, you know, it's not always necessarily the most recent characters, it's the one that you want to be. My nephew one year was Boba Fett. I don't even know who that is to this day. So, for the most part, I'm covered. I'm going to take a little bit more because you can see some areas that need some coverage. I'm just going to take the little bit that's left on my spatula and go in for a couple of areas of extra coverage. In person, you don't see as much. And I'm going to get under the eyes because I don't want them pink. I'm going to make them a little bit more gray. So I'm just lightly going in and making sure that I get around the nose. And I'm just using the tips of the brush. You pat on areas that need to drop more coverage. So like I said, this is not like a full-on cosplay character makeup. This is a how do I get out of the house in less than 20 minutes with a kid makeup sort of thing. How do we make it look good without being super complicated makeup? Okay, now I'm gonna go over this with a layer of translucent powder and one that's a bit more significant than I would normally go over with, because I kind of want to mattify everything. So it's one of those few occasions that I get to use the giant Mama Jamma brush. And I'm powdering my lips also because I really want to set everything. And obviously, I'm not worried about it creating a white effect because, well, everything's already white. How are we looking so far? Like I said, a pretty decent layer of powder, including on my lips, because I want them to stay white. And on my eyes, because I don't want that to move. All right, translucent powder. So now I'm gonna go in with a drop of shadow. And I want something that's a bit more neutral, so actually I am going to go here for my, what is that one? Vida Mocha. So I want something a little bit deep, but I want kind of neutral. And I'm not doing a lot. Where's my smoky liner brush? Well, I need a little bit in brows too, because her brows are pretty deep. And really they just kind of go straight across. Like I said, this is not a perfect cosplay sort of look. This is a, how do I make it happen without making myself crazy? And luckily, I have the most important part, the white foundation. And I'm not taking it down onto the ends here because I don't really, like I said, her brows are pretty straight across. So I don't want to go like a full straight but at the same time, I don't want to color in the ends. I'm using the same color in the same brush just to create some dimension in my eye. I'm gonna go on the lower lash line with the same color. Just to create some dimension. See the difference? So I would love it if everyone wanted to tell me what you are going to be for Halloween. I have no idea what we are going to be yet, but this might be an option because I have a small child, so I think it would be fun to do a themed family Halloween something. Just don't know if that will come together. Okay, I think we're good for that. So now, let's do the fun part with the red lip. So that was, just to clarify, I always have my cheat sheet. Y'all know I always have my cheat sheet. That was La Vida Mocha, number 27. You could use a gray, you could use another brown, you can use whatever you think works for you. There's nothing shiny or shimmery about this look. So, this is Cherry Pie. So now I can't really go in and do a full lip look, so I'm just gonna do a little bit and let it dry and then come back. While I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm actually going to there's one. Like I said, I'm doing easy. I'm not doing like has to be perfect, although I really need that circle better. Okay, that makes me happier. Okay, now upper lip. And I'm not going to talk for a minute while I'm waiting for it to dry. Make that a bit more intense. How are we doing so far? Feeling a bit more like a mime than Princess Amidala. See, that's what happens when you talk first. But I can clean that up. So now I'm just gonna go in with a swipe of mascara, and essentially, that's the look. Just one light coat. Now, setting spray. This one, actually, that's not the one that I want. That is the 10 Years Younger. I want Oil Strike. So when we do a comparison and we look at inspiration and execution, not too bad. Feeling a bit regal. So of course you would need the rest of the costume, the headpiece, the red outfit, etc. But for a quick Amidala makeup, not too bad. Like I said, essentially 2 products. This I can clean up with a Q-tip and put a little more white foundation over it as soon as the top layer is dry enough that it's not going to transfer. But this is a quick and simple Queen Amidala makeup. If you have any questions or are curious about the products that I used, please shoot me a message, let me know, and let me know what you think of this look. I hope you all have a great afternoon. I'll talk to you soon.